now seen a couple times in this big game in the last
it'll be a lot of fun.
couple hours, Scott, that Mosley, and look at this, Mosley's only ahead $1,000 now. He was ahead 29,000, only had about 1,000.
He's been getting abused lately.
He has, but we've seen a couple times, Scott, that he does not like to pay people off. You know, as soon as he gets resistance in a pot, he is out.
It's a better chance of keeping the game going.
He's not calling light.
I don't think there's going to be a problem in there. There's going to be a lot of people just jumping.
I'm sure he's right overall, but it's happened a couple times.
Maybe it's better to like.
You know, he's made a couple big folds, and most of them have been right, and one of them wasn't. But
yeah, maybe right.
There's going to be Roberto.
I do feel like he's less attached to his hands than other people are, don't you?
Mitsu.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Too much money at stake to stop.
Raises the button. Ace-6 off.
Raise, call. Sorry, call 700.
Tony decides to call.
This could very well
be 7-3,
34.
which is not good. But Andy with the real hand here squeezes with the ace-king.
I don't know why, I just wanted to throw away another one.
Phil has made a little bit of a misstep here. Puts in the fourth bet. Snap puts in the fourth bet. And Andy just shifts it in. And now Phil can't call.
Yeah, I just take this in.
Although, honestly, it's close mathematically. There's like enough money out there. There's going to be like over 20,000 in the pot. And it's going to be about 20,000 to call. So actually, Phil conceivably could call here. It wouldn't be that bad of a call. The math is actually really, really close on this call.
So it's 20.
He's about a 3-to-1 dog, or a 2-to-1 dog, excuse me.
This is,
and
1, 2, 3, 4.
yeah, that's what he's just realizing right now, Scott. And it's not like, I mean, this is one of the first times that Phil has.
Once or twice.
Yeah, and he calls off because like.
I mean, I have to try and catch
Kind of committed himself with that raise. He was just wrong.
24.75.
He keeps saying I'm stuck too much. What he means is he's trying to catch Tony for history.
Exactly.
Turn him over for the viewer.
I'm not turning shit over.
Phil, for the whole viewer.
Catch that 6 is to catch it one time.
They already conceded. Look, when a guy's melting off his money, you don't have the right to see his hand. That's the way it is in a poker room.
When the guy's up 150,000 in the game.
So what? He's melting it off now. You gotta let him have his way.
There you go, ace king to beat.
Phil doesn't have to show his hand if he doesn't want to.
You want to swap?
But they will find. They will
I
find
like
out.
Phil's mojo.
Phil, hang on,
Did you see?
I'll play
When a guy's melting off his money, he says, you don't have to show.
Phil will show it when he hits that 6.
Maybe I get lucky.
Wow.
If he luck boxes something, he'll table it. He can chop with a 10 now.
10, right?
Jack 10 seems pretty good.
He's got ace queen.
Phil is usually so.
Andy thinks he's got ace queen. It's not that strong.
No. There's no way he has a pocket pair.
Wow.
Am I winning?
I'll bet that he is.
Wow.
This is the best.
Andy's gonna feel very slow roll. Andy's. Let's look at Andy's face when Phil turns over.
Oh my, this is gonna get ugly.
I hope we can get a shot of Andy's face.
Lock.
Are you sweating right now or not really?
I don't care.
It just is what it is.
You feel comfortable, right?
Feel like 6 out of 10 comfortable.
Yeah.
They're all trying to gauge how comfortable
Yeah,
Phil
with Phil,
is.
I'm getting like an 8 or a 9.
Would you give me even money for Phil's hand? I would take it.
You want wait.
How much?
Tony.
No, deal the
I'm
river.
taking, hang on. I'm taking
Andy is going to be very
he's-
upset when he sees this
How
hand.
could-
Wait, stop! Don't.
How could he be taking even money on Phil's hand?
I'll bet. How much? Not 30,000, but I'll bet.
How much do you want to bet?
Well, maybe Tony's reading something off of Phil's
I'll
behavior.
bet 3,000.
3,000.
Bet more, Carl. 3,000 each.
3,000 with each.
I mean, he can also have small tears here.
You
That's
guys got my
possible.
hands.
Yeah.
Wow, one time.
Come on. Oh my God, that's it. That's terrible.
No, that's not the one.
Let's see Andy's reaction to this. How slow rolled he feels.
Yeah.
How do we only bet 3,000? How do we not bet 30? That's so bad. We're the fucking worst.
More.
What are we doing?
We're fucking disgraceful.
What's happening?
So
Wait.
embarrassing.
Did Phil muck his hand?
We're fucking disgraceful.
I should have pressed.
Phil has just mucked his hand.
Mucked his hand?
60,000 euro mistake. Oh my God.
That's not possible.
The graphics have been confirmed. They are indeed correct. Phil has just mucked the winner.
He mucked the winning hand.
Oh my, and that means officially he's been playing in this game too long. That will send him into mega monster tilt.
Let me tell you, Alex.
This is the biggest
I
mistake.
have never seen that.
Obvious that Ace King is good.
I have never seen that.
I wonder what's going to happen in the bet because he bet he had the best hand. He actually did have the best hand.
Why did Tony bet after I said it was good?
60,000 euros.
Wow, 63,000 euros because Phil just didn't realize what he had or didn't recheck it or didn't notice there was a 6 on the board. What a mistake,
I mean, according to the rules of the game, nobody can do anything, even though we knew what the hand was, unless a player turns over his hand.
This would be a lesson to Phil.
It cannot win the pot.
And the funny thing is, he didn't want to show his hand pre-flop. All because he didn't show his hand. Oh my God, when Phil finds out that he mucked the winner here, usually in a game, if you made a mistake like this, you would never know. For the rest of your life, you would just think you folded your hand.
He's going to quit. Now, the
Yeah, I think he's
interesting
gonna
thing
quit.
is, I mean, obviously he will.
He has to quit now.
I couldn't press anymore.
This is unbelievable.
But, you know, there's some other weird things that are happening. I mean, that side bet they made, you know,
Right.
Tony will claim he had the best. When he finds out,
Maybe the proper recourse there would be to void the bet,
I
but
already said.
well, it was a private bet. There's not going to. We don't.
no,
have
I'm
anything.
saying between them.
You gotta.
But for
we have
Phil
to celebrate
Lott-
that you can make a bet like that, because then the younger guys that want a chance at the table,
He has no idea that he folded a6 there.
Yeah.
60,000 euros.
He's probably
And
gonna-
obviously,
he's gonna claim
if
he
he
had
had
ace-9 or
turned,
something.
He wrapped it with a pretty little bow.
Do you reckon I should have just 100,000?
We are so
Tony has
Correct.
lost a bet here that gave Scott and Alec each 3,000.
yeah, but we know what the bet.
But
We know what
it's interesting though. I mean, like because the bet was he'd win the hand,
That's whole thing.
right?
The reason why he was willing to bet you
But-
guys
but
is
Phil
because
didn't
I
win the hand.
didn't allow him to take part
Or
of
was it
action on my hand.
who had the best hand? I mean, so it
saw
depends how you interpret the bet here, but that's not for us to discuss or
Exactly. You were
to
just
rather
not listening to
referee.
what he was saying.
Because I was so, like, if I try and do business, I'm just depressed.
Because if they were
that I
betting on
can't
who
win.
would win the hand,
Now, I mean,
it was in
for
fact
that
Andy
hand, I
Mosley.
can't win it.
I missed that part. I just was like.
That was one of the.
So then he just was like, oh, so if I'm not
It's one of the
gonna-
most expensive. I mean,
I
obviously,
didn't think I could get
you always see in poker, you know, you see mistakes that cost people a lot of money and stuff like
I'm
that.
just gonna be shade. What the fuck did I
It's one of
just
the most
fold?
expensive
Oh my
mistakes I've
I'm
ever
just not
seen.
even thinking, I just quit.
When Mosley finds, when everyone finds out, it's going to be have a huge ripple effect on this game.
One time I folded face down or not folded, but I mucked a straight flush draw. Even though I won the pot, but when the guy folded on the river, I mucked it. I didn't realize there was a high hand bonus in the casino. It cost me a couple of $1,000s, and I had to leave the game immediately when I found that out afterwards. I made such a big mistake that I couldn't even continue in the game. But this. I think when Phil finds that out, maybe he won't believe it. Maybe he thinks he had something else, an ace-8 or an ace-9 there, and just thinks the graphics are wrong. But, I mean, we've confirmed it here that
Instead, we got scared.
we've seen it.
Just
He
someone
did,
bet
in
big, so
fact,
we got
have the
scared.
ace-6 there.
It's like when they overbet.